Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Barra, in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joined as I always am on Mondays and Wednesdays, and maybe in the future Fridays. Jennifer Falad-Doring, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair. And hey, Idaho, Jen. I'm not going to ask you how you're doing. It's a rough Wednesday. We're all having some tough times. It just sucks. But Jen is tough. Jen is resilient. Jen is a mom. She's here. So let's all be grateful that Jen is here and say thank you.
I did not call in sick.
She did not call in sick. She wanted to. This is one of those days where I got a sick day and I really need to clean around the house and take the dog to the park. And It's tough. It's tough. It's like today, I mean, it is taking every fiber of my existence, my soul, to keep me from driving to the grocery store to buy Dr. Pepper and guzzle about 6 because I'm just like, oh, God, I need it so bad. But no, I am here. All right, guys, welcome to the show. We do have some news and some discussion. I don't think we have any Gentel, but we're going to get some Jen interaction to the news. We're just going to wait a few minutes while everybody gets here. We got only a few viewers over on the YouTube side of things. Let me double check the Rumble side. Yeah, we're getting up there. We're going to wait till we get a quorum, Jen. We're going to wait till we get closer to our usual YouTube crowd, because what's happening now is under the new system with Restream. That's a software that we use, which sucks. I think we should go. When this runs out, maybe we'll go to StreamYard. But it used to pre-notify people. It used to say to people, oh, Mike and Jen have scheduled a live stream at 10 a.m. today or 1 p.m. and give you a warning. Now it doesn't do that. So people don't even get a warning, or they don't get a warning at all, or they don't get their warning until the show starts. So we're going to kind of let it go. But then we have some wow, Chris Iverson says Camel Toe is a P. Diddy corn star. I believe he meant to put a P in there. You know, Chris, P and C are not anywhere near each other on the keyboard. You gotta get better with that. So let's just say good morning to everybody. Ernest Rutland's here. Susan Jones is here. Stephen Leister is here. Hi, Stephen. Sandy Maynard is here. Carla Marie is here from Colquitlam, Oregon. I can say Colquitlam easier than I can say Chiloquin. Big Dave's Peanut is here. Hi, Big Dave. Shadow is here. 572 Shadow. Susie Q. Susie Q's been around for a long time. God, you know, all you guys that have been here forever, I really look forward to the day where we could just have a big party in Vegas and meet each other. And some of you guys have been on this ride a long time.
I do need that party in Vegas.
Thomas Klein, Laura Yoder. It's better for my diabetes without it. But you know what? I want a med bed. I don't care about diabetes. I don't want to have to care about diabetes. Hello again, everybody. Baja Girl's here. Victoria's here. Laura Mills is here. And Glenn Claddock, my old high school buddy and my buddy in Toronto. Glenn, if you come to the big party in Vegas, we got to tell a few stories about the about Toronto. No, I'm not implying Glenn, nor am I saying I participated in this, but we were working a graveyard shift, and they used to monitor our how busy we were by checking the CPU cycles on our computers, right? We figured out they were doing this to decide whether we were working or not. So if you're using your computer, so what we did is we loaded up the entire airplane, shaded it in 3D, and then set it to rotate. So the entire like literally the whole computer cycle was taken up. And then half the guys used to go to gentlemen's clubs for 3 or 4 hours in the middle of the night, and then come back and be there when the bosses arrived at 6 a.m. So those were the days, Glenn. Now, neither Glenn nor I participated in those activities, just so you know. But that was, I think, in fact, Glenn, I think you were the one who figured that out, that's what they were monitoring was our CPU cycles. So it's like, oh, man, you guys are really working hard. Yeah, man, we're just busting our nuts at 3 a.m. All right, guys, moving on to information. I have Baratel today. So I'm going to go through what I got. I cannot reveal sources on this. In fact, I probably should not really be saying some of this, but I'm going to say it. I think I've been cleared to say it anyway. All right. So yesterday I got information to the extent that when al-Sudani, the prime minister of Iraq, was finished in New York, he's been in New York at meetings with the UN. When he was finished there and he flew back to Iraq, there would be an announcement about the RV and the public rate. This is something Jen saw a few days ago. I think on Monday, that was Monday's Gentel. The new rate's going to be announced. So it was rumored that he was going to be leaving at 5 p.m. New York time. So that would put him back in Iraq 3 or 4 in the morning, Eastern time, Pacific time, and we would, as we expected, wake up to this new rate. That did not happen. Well, it turns out he's still in New York. So Mark expressed skepticism that there would be an announcement upon his arrival, but what we now know is he's still in New York meeting with officials, among others, about relationships. So that is not untrue yet because it hasn't happened yet. The other thing I heard is that the only 2 currencies that are going to go. Well, first of all, the other thing I heard was it'll be Wednesday. If it's not Wednesday, it'll be Sunday. Sunday is the back wall. Now, we've heard the term back wall a million times, but it's the end of the Iraqi year, their fiscal year. The U.S. fiscal year ends on September 30th. Monday, October the 1st, I think it's Monday, would be the day, Tuesday, would be the day that everything would have to go. I heard that the gold-backed U.S. currencies would be distributed in the banks, available on Friday, this Friday, coming up. I heard this. Now, as we went through this, none of this made any sense because we all believe we know what the sequence of events is. We believe the sequence of events is bonds get paid. Financial collapse takes place. Markets go down. Creates a crisis to which the response is, we're going to have to print new gold-backed money. Here it is in the bank. Go trade in your old dollars for the new dollars. We will avert disaster. We would like Donald Trump to be president when that happens, or an interim president like Charles Grassley. And that would set off the series of political events and financial events. And somewhere in there, we get our notifications. Now, I think, Jen, last time you checked on notifications, you got like this week, sometime maybe this week. Then I heard the only 2 currencies that are actually going to go are the Iraqi dinar and the Zimbabwe Zim. And the reason for that is because those 2 do not require backing by the bonds, the historic bonds, the German bonds. Okay. They can go on their own because they are backed by gold. And of course, Zimbabwe has all sorts of other assets. So, all right. So I'm putting this together going, I'm hearing all these rumors. How could we possibly have a gold-backed currency on Friday, which is now only 2 days away, that we were distributing to the banks? Oh, okay, Jen, just wait. The only way that could happen is if Iraq and somebody else went gold back, joined BRICS, and started putting gold currencies out there. And the U.S. felt like they had to respond because the dollar dropped. The other thing is, okay, maybe what's happening here, and I think Jen said the white hats are trying to decide whether to push this thing through now or whether to go ahead with the election, let them steal the election again, and then arrest everybody. Okay, which I don't trust that process. I think that's what you said, Jen. I don't trust that process because we've now watched them steal 3 straight elections and done nothing about it. There's nothing there. I have my trust for these guys that are supposed to be on our side is 0 that they will actually do anything about it this time. And then if that happens, then that could push the whole financial reset into next year because I don't think they're going to want to do anything until after the inauguration or until after Trump is in office. So it gets very complicated, but it makes sense in one from one perspective. What if somebody at the top said, we need to do this thing now? Like Donald Trump said that. And the response was, well, we're not ready yet. The bonds are a mess. Some people still don't have their contracts. People haven't been paid on the bond side yet, or they've been paid, but they can only see the money in their escrow account. They can't actually get to it. The bonds are going to take a while longer. It might push us into the election. So then that person would have said, okay, let's just do what we can do now then. And two currencies we could do now are the Zimbabwe Zim and the Iraqi dinar. So there is a scenario under which it's possible that this information all lines up, and they have decided to go with just the Zim and the dinar at this point, and the rest of it can follow later after all the chaos. So Jen, what do you think of my theory? Be nice, be gentle.
Well, there is movement right now, and there's also a lot of misinformation circulating to cover that up. I don't see us. There's not enough time between now and Friday,
right,
to initiate the rollout of the gold-backed USTN here in the U.S.
I know. That never made any sense. Yeah.
That's something you have to inform the public about. That's something that takes time. Okay, it's such a date. We're going to roll out this new currency. We haven't had the crashes we need to justify that. So they either do something politically right now with we're into the exposure phase.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're getting that confirmation coming at Field It Alive. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched the tail end, but people are saying that that's basically what he's saying. Is
yeah, he confirmed a whole bunch of gentel. He said the same things you say. We don't know whether he watched your show and just stole your stuff, or whether he really got it from an independent source. But he confirmed a bunch of things.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that his integrity is good. Okay, and that he got this information. Okay. There is misinformation circulating. No on the gold back for Friday. The reason that doesn't make sense is because we need the other countries to revalue their currency. And then that value compared to the US dollar is where our RV window is.
Right.
If we go to notes right now, you're not going to make any money, because when the U.S. revalues their currency, it's probably going to be higher than everybody else. Okay? So that's our RV window.
Right.
That's why that doesn't make any sense. Yes, I got in the gentel, and it makes sense to me that they're preparing for that gold-back rollout. Maybe the information was misinterpreted, and that they will be ready. Like, okay, everything's checked off. Everything's cool. Go on Friday.
Right.
So that we can proceed with the last part of this RV, get 4B done, get everybody situated.
See, that would make more sense if it was we will be ready on Friday to distribute the new funds, because then on Sunday, Sudani's back. Iraq makes their announcement on everybody's current back wall date, which is Sunday. Then they make an announcement on Sunday. Then we're into the next week where all the other things happen. And, the other thing too, Jen, is maybe we're misunderestimating. It's not a word. Maybe we're underestimating how quickly they can do all this. Maybe they can do market collapse, removal of Biden, new gold currency in a day. In 24 hours. Maybe it doesn't take a week or a month.
You ever seen government do anything in 24 hours?
No, but are these government people running this process? I don't know. No, I haven't.
All right. When you're talking about changing the currency, people need to be notified. Everybody needs to prepare for that. And how do you tell the public, okay, on Thursday or today, on Friday, we're going to go to gold-backed currency. Freaking panic. Everybody panics.
Yeah.
And then, oh, we just happen to have them in the banks, and we just happen to have them ready, and we just happen to have us. And if people start talking after that, like, well, that was convenient.
But are they really worried about that? There's only a few of us that are talking about it. So it would be like,
really worried about that. Yes.
Okay.
They're always thinking about public perception and the backlash from that. They're always thinking about what's going to happen if we do this too fast. I mean, they're informing the public of the deeds of the bad guys right now, little by little, leaking it out so people become comfortable with that idea, thinking like, well, I guess that can happen. Okay. And then the big reveal. Wow, this is worse than we thought. Okay, we're going to listen. If you hit the public with anything too fast, they're going to revolt. There's going to be too much backlash, and it won't be streamlined. It's going to be a problem. All right. So there will be like a rollout. We will be notified such and such a date. We're going to start our in-country RV. They're not going to do it before everybody else. That's why we're waiting on Iraq. Iraq was always the kingpin. They were going to kick it off, as far as we know. And then the other countries would domino after that. And what that creates is a big problem for the USA.
Right.
And so they'll be forced to go to gold. And if that situation happens right now, this week, everybody's going to be looking at Biden. Biden, what are you going to do? Everything's crashing. How are you going to save us? And he's going to be like, I don't know. And then all this information comes about Kabbalah and Diddy and everything else, and everybody's going to be outraged, and they're going to say, you got to get him out of there. And so the military comes in, takes over, no election. Grassley comes out and says, we're going to gold. Everything's crashing. This is what we have to do. This is what's happened. This is what we have to do. That's what I always saw him say. So that makes more sense. It will be a fast rollout. But they don't want the public to know that they've had this set up the whole time and allowed inflation to get to this place and allowed us all to suffer like this and everything else. You're going to start some kind of revolt or revolution if the public gets too mad at the government. We're all mad at the government.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Yeah.
All right.
And
it's a period of time without money.
Yeah. It's funny.
It's going to have to be very short.
They have to walk a fine line, the people we think are on our side, because they need to destroy faith in government without completely destroying faith in government itself, right?
Because you're going to have to have some kind of ruling structure. You can't just go to no government. You're going to have something in place, and people are going to have some kind of trust in that to maintain society. And so that is why public opinion is important, because for the most part, and everybody has to think, okay, well, we have to do this right now. I can't get to my money. Do something now, Biden. Do something now, and he's over there drooling and stuff, and nobody, says, all right, pull him out, pull her out too, and everybody else who's created this situation. And then the military steps in and Grassley says, okay, this is what's happened and this is what we're going to do. And so that's what I think. Timeline on that? Couldn't tell you. There's too many moving pieces right now. There are 2 plans in place. If this should take too long and we're up to the election, they'll probably allow them to steal the election again. And then the public will be outraged. Then and if you steal an election again, and we don't get Trump in, what do you think is going to happen to all the markets? Everything else revalues. Everything for the United States falls into the toilet, and it could happen then. So one way or another, there are 2 ways to get to the same destination. As far as timelines right now, I couldn't tell you.
Okay. 2 things. Let's ask a couple of questions of the angels if we can. Is there an intent on the part of this Sudani character, the prime minister of Iraq, to announce their revalued weight when he returns to his home country? Is there an intent to do that when he gets back?
I mean, he's already there.
Oh, he's already there?
That's what I think.
Okay. So is he gonna say anything about a new rate for Iraq? You did see that last week or this week. Okay, so that's coming soon then, Jen.
In his mind, couple days, 2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days in his mind. Okay, that would put it to Friday. Yes, Melody, I was licking ice cream the way Joe Biden does. It was not anything else that I was pretending to lick. All right, just to clarify that process. I have something from a bond guy just in. He is expecting something today, but it's not guaranteed. But he is. Okay, he is expecting something again today and tomorrow on the bond side. But yeah, okay. So, is there somebody else in this process at the top or near the top who is now saying, "Let's just go now with what we can do now," like the dinar Zim just go now theory that I have? Is that something that's been decided? Or something that they're seriously contemplating, just doing what they can do now and catching up the rest of it later?
Doesn't work out.
Okay.
You can't do that. I don't know why, but it doesn't work out.
So we're not going to get just Iraq and the Zim because they're sovereign. That's not going to work. Okay.
That is not the deal. That is not the deal for the exchange centers between that and that's not. I don't know why. But that's not going to work out.
Too bad, because I'm ready to go to the fucking bank. All right, guys, that's it. That's what we've got for the news. We're trying to catch you up on everything that's happening. Jen thinks Sudani is back in Iraq, and in 2 or 3 days we could hear something about their announcement. Now, that does not mean we go to the bank in 2 or 3 days. That does not mean we set our appointments. It just means a really big step gets taken. And, the announcement of a new rate, a new proper revaluation to a significant amount would be huge. And it would set a series of dominoes in motion that would bring about all these scenarios that we have discussed.
Last night, the part of Phil that I did catch, he said Red October. Every October, everybody's like Red October. But remind me again what that movie was about.
It was about hunting a secret stealth Russian submarine who was trying to defect to the United States because they were carrying first strike weapons to start a nuclear war. And the captain was not pleased with that idea.
All right. Well, okay.
It was
did get a long time ago.
They were hunting the boat.
That Biden will be removed when he tries to start a world war.
Right.
I mean, we're going to have a lot happening right now. We're getting people used to the idea that the people that they thought were cool and great in the music industry and everything are abusers. They're bad. Yeah. They're doing bad things. Yeah. And now we're going to start seeing the connections to the others that were connected to that. We started that a long time ago with Epstein, but they didn't tell you who was really connected. Now you've got P. Diddy coming out, and they're going to start telling you, it's going to be revealed who's really connected to that kind of, those kind of crimes. And so they're going to do something drastic.
Okay. Just about 1,200 of you guys in the live stream right now. We thank each and every one of you. Just want to remind you, I used to say that, I take these streams down off of YouTube as soon as the show's completed. I don't do that anymore, but if you want to go to a kind of a general aggregating place for all of our shows, articles, interviews I've done, my books and stuff about the Calvine UFO. Look at that cute picture of Jen right there. Look at how cute Jen looks.
I do not look good in that picture. You need to get a better picture.
You can go
to put the picture up where you look good and I look like crap.
You can go to MikeBarrett.blogspot.com and pick up the shows, the books, interviews I've done with Sean Kenny, Marina Sarah, and I'm going to be doing another interview with Marina tomorrow, addressing some issues that are out there, and they link directly to the Rumble channel. The Rumble channel is Real News Live with Mike and Jen. It's down there at the bottom. We only have 2,930 followers. We have about 4,100 on our other account, but Jen and I found out 3 months ago, thanks to Zester and Mark Z, that a channel is not the same thing as an account, and we were streaming basically to nothing. But now that we've got a channel, they actually can promote us. So get on over there. Come in to Tell the Truth Wednesday here. You can hit Real News Live with Mike and Jen. Follow us there. Don't forget to subscribe for $5 a month. You can contribute to the show. It's the best way to help the show, help Jen and I. We really appreciate it. And as a side benefit, you get your questions answered first when we do questions and answers, of course, which is always one of our favorite segments of the shows that we do with Jen. So get on over there to Rumble. Do that. Also, please hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, because that also increases our circulation. We got 868 viewers over there now, only 106 likes. Let's get it up over 750. Everybody hit that like button, and we will really appreciate that. Also, please do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, over at the cbdgurus.com. Yes, everybody's seeing this. Just double checking that. We get all kinds of cool CBD-based health products. They've got THC, non-THC gummies, pet oils and treats, sleep gummies, all kinds of cool stuff. You can get special wholesale prices by sliding to the wholesale tab, sliding down to where it says Mike B Wholesale. Type in ALIEN, the discount code, ALIEN, all lowercase, no S on the end of it. And you can get all kinds of cool stuff from this week's specials. The sleep gummies are on sale, the Lion's Mane, the Delta 8 gummies, the pet treats, the seltzer water. What else is on sale? The mushroom coffee, the Lion's Mane, the turkey tail, Versacolor mushrooms, the immunity formula, all kinds of cool stuff over there at the CBD Gurus. And guess what? You get some extra added bonuses of dong for your order. Every order over $50 gets a little bit of extra dong. And who, Jen, could not use a little extra dong in their life? I don't know anybody. Also, please, well, I don't. Please slide over to Mike Barra Pets. I'm having a bad day. Mike Barra Pets. .com. Type in MikeBearPets.com, where you can pick up other health products for your kitties, your doggies, your horsies, and for yourself. They're all based on the Coriolis versicolor mushroom and the reishi mushrooms, shed antler powder, natural whole foods. Diana over there at MikeBearPets.com is an absolutely wonderful person. She's a certified pet nutritionist. You having any issues with your pet's health, send her an email, mikebarapets@gmail.com, and she will tell you what you need to put your cat, your dog, your horse on. They got great stuff. I give Barkley the Mush Puppies Plus for his immune system, the Mojos, the Mush Ponies are for the horses, the Super Sauce for the cats and dogs, and the Enforce line of medicines for human beings for immune system boosting. The Enforce and the Enforce Plus, the Enforce Clarity for your brain function, the Enforce Restore for diabetes, liver support, that kind of thing. And they have all kinds of other cool stuff. They have coffee, they have chocolates, they have starter packs. MikeBarapets.com, products for you and your pets. And Diana just truly loves little cats and dogs and all kinds of pets. And she's really good at this stuff. So wonderful products. MikeBarapets@gmail.com if you have any questions. Also, please don't forget, if you're going to buy a hardware wallet, what you want to do is go to ledger.com, click on the Ledger Nano range. The link is in the description. You can pick up one of these Ledger hardware wallets where I have all my crypto stowed, all my XRP and everything else. You can't get it. I have it. It's in my pocket. Ledger Nano Plus, link is in the description. We're almost done. Miles Franklin, if you're going to buy gold or silver, definitely slide over to Miles Franklin. Our friend Andy Scheckman is there. I've done interviews with Andy. He's a wonderful guy. He's honest as the day is long. He's a good person. Simply, please do us a favor. Mention Mike Barra is where you heard. Mike Barra's podcast is where you heard about his company from. You can get gold coins, silver coins, all kinds of cool stuff. You got the Washington Redskins guy on there. And last but not least, I'm now reselling a lot of cool products over from the ACN line of special discounts. You can get discounts on mobile phones, on DirecTV, Dish, identity theft protection, Spectrum Internet, all kinds of cool products. They're going to be adding more stuff, I think, like auto insurance. But the big one is the Impact Healthcare Insurance. These guys replace your health insurance at about 1/3 the cost. It's a better service. It pays you. You pay less. Your doctor gets paid more. Everybody loves it. You can have any doctor you want. Everybody accepts it. Impact Healthcare Services. And I'm going to have Dr. Randy on again to talk about it. But I will also put the link in the description. And if you need health insurance or help with your healthcare expenses, they are the best people to go to for that. And Jen, guess what? The one site I don't have up on here is jenniferfalah.com. But why don't you tell us what's going on over now at jenniferfalah.com this week?
Okay. Well, I still have the offer up. If you get a medical intuitive reading, I will throw in a free healing after that, and I will do it on everything that we find. That is a reading. It's a half an hour reading, and I call in Jesus, and he shows me everything in your body that is a problem, and I explain it to you as I see it. I am not a doctor. I can't give you medical terms or understand what's happening, but I make the connections. I see this happening here and that happening there, and then that information is for you to take back to your doctor so that they can help pinpoint the root of the problem. But when we're going to do that, and then I go ahead and put you on the healing list, and I make a list of everything that's going on with you, and then I work on that in the healing. If you would, it's paranormal season. There are reports. The email is just screaming with reports of paranormal experiences, weird happenings, things like that going on. It's an awesome time to get a house cleanse or a personal cleanse from Marcy Howell. And anybody who's had it will tell you that it's all of a sudden like chaos, and then all of a sudden
Nothing. Yeah.
Susan Gratz, it's a wonderful time to get a mediumship reading from her because of the thinning veil, and especially this year is it's a strong paranormal season. Okay, you're going to have a lot of weird things happening, but also the positive part of that, it's very easy to connect. So if you would like to get a mediumship reading with her, you can purchase there. Both those ladies purchase, then email them. Their email is in the write-up there. I don't know how long I'm going to run this offer, but that is the offer as of now. Go to jenniferfalah.com.
Great. Okay, Jen. Update. I'm now being told there were some issues, banking issues, and the ATMs are supposed to be loaded with the new currency by Sunday at the latest.
Where?
In America.
We're going to have some major happenings then over the next couple of days. Yeah, if that happen.
Yeah, I mean, for that to happen.
Just do that. Well, people, what's this? You have to have public announcement. You have to notify the public. Everybody has to prepare for that.
Hey, Jen, calm down, because your hair looks amazing today. So just calm down. Be your hair, Jen. Just be your hair. It looks amazing. I'm Jennifer Falah. My hair looks amazing.
So be ready for that. All right. Go to your room. Wait for that. All right.
I like the fact that we're not in the same room.
My mom used to do that to us, and she wouldn't spank us or anything when she's mad at us. She sent us to a room for like a half an hour until she calmed down. And then she'd come back in. And it's like we're sitting there going, "Oh my, what do you think's gonna happen?" Anyway, I was putting pieces together in the Gentel from what we've heard today, and it does fit. Now, when you get intel, it's open to translation. Okay? And a lot of times people will translate that in a way that suits them best or for what they want, So, what do we know today? We heard word that the USTN is going to roll out on Friday. Okay, so.
Apparently that's been pushed to Sunday, which is the day that it supposedly has to happen. Right.
Okay. So in the Gentel this week, I was shown that the leaders of Iraq in a delegation meeting that was confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Then I saw a connection to a white building with pillars that went all the way around. You confirmed that that was the Treasury. Okay, makes sense. Then I heard there is a plane in transit with authorization codes. This may be connected to his visit here, or he may be traveling back with that.
Right.
Everybody says he's still here. I don't think so.
Okay. You think he's already back? All right.
Yes. The packages are complete. We confirmed that those were prosperity packages. If the packages are complete.
I think we believe that's what that refers to. Yeah.
And we were told that bond people are under NDA and you're not going to get your answers from them. We're pretty much, they've got that side of it handled. Now, if people are waiting to access their funds, that might be something that we need an announcement for the U.S. currency to come out so that people, otherwise they're going to have to make their own private deals. But it may be the banks waiting for that announcement to give them a 1% or vice versa, just to be able to use that money because it's given to them in notes. I told you that a long time ago. Confirm on that. All right. Now what we got here was Reno was preparing for the release of new currency. Once Tier 4B is complete, they will begin the transition to new money. And so in order to begin the transition to new money, we need a reason to do that. So everything else probably revalues. We need to have an announcement. Okay. Sounds to me like one way or another, they're going to pull Biden out and his administration. There's going to be an announcement. There's probably revalues going on in a short period of time. Then we get over to so let me get the announcement. And then they come in. That's when your funds will become available. Because as soon as they say, okay, this USTN money in your treasury accounts for bondholders and everybody else, this is available to you when this becomes legitimate money. And we thought that behind the scenes that would happen and the banks would loan them 1% fiat until such time as we get an announcement, and then they'd have full access. Maybe they're going for the full access all at once plan, okay, for everybody before Tier 4B, so that when we get to Tier 4B, there is no delay.
Okay,
I'm accessing funds.
I'm getting intel as we speak. Would you like to hear it?
Not yet.
Well, everybody
part of the delay was the preparation in having the money in Reno ready to roll out, ready for the announcement, so that it is ready. So if we got word back that they're going to roll it out on Friday, which makes no sense at all, it's probably that they are prepared. Everything's been checked off. They're ready to go. Initiate the 4B. Donnie puts out a rate. All the other countries revalue. Send out the notification. Get 4B done within like a week to 10 days, whatever it is. Then make the announcement. Oh, everything starts crashing. Make the announcement. You know, Biden's trying to start a war and everything's crashing and everything's going to hell. Pull him out. Oh, my God. What would have to happen to justify the military taking over the U.S. government?
Okay. Okay.
So then they take over the government. We get Grassley in there.
Okay.
And we start rolling everything out. And that's what I think is going to happen.
Okay. What if the new currency comes out 1-to-1 with the fiat dollar and only revalues later when we go to gold? We're exchanging this new money because this new money is going to be backed by gold.
What would be the purpose of that be?
Because
how does that fix inflation?
Because it's then linked to the price of gold, and if the price of gold doesn't go up, then prices.
How would it be 1-to-1 then? With fiat money that is almost worthless, you're gonna have gold come out and say, "Oh, now it's this." What would happen to the price of gold then? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't compute.
Well, except the purpose.
Sorry, I'm having a warning.
The purpose would be. The purpose would be. I thought you were.
I'm fine. Okay,
yeah, sure. There's no PMS going on here, and Mike's not on steroids. I know what it's like for you when I'm on roids, so I know what it's like.
It's not PMS, okay?
Okay, all right. Are you
on steroids right now?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay, was going to say it could
Completely
be
no.
reacting to you. But
I'm very relaxed. I am not provoking you. You are a rolling ball of
I'm a
butcher
little
knives
spicy
all by
lately,
yourself.
all right?
Yeah. Okay. Jen's very angry.
I'm not angry.
It appears there is something planned and in process for this weekend. We'll see. It could come out as an anti-counterfeiting tool. Oh.
You know what, though? If I get forceful with what I'm telling you, it's true. Because I don't normally do that.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the past of when that's happened. Now it could be a personal thing, you know. Yeah, it's a lot of personal things going on. But if I'm forceful with the information, like no, and I tell you, it's usually true.
Okay. Well, 1,300 of you guys in the stream today. Let's go to questions. We got about 30 minutes left with Jen. Let's get as many questions in as we can. We will pop that chat out and share that tab instead. And let me just double check that it's there. It is, so people can see it, sort of. I don't think anybody can really read it, but we'll try. Let's run through the Rumble rants first. Super Dave again. It's in the hole. It's in the hole.
David.
Oh my God, it's in the hole. Super Dave does it again. Dave, okay, we love you, man. We love you. And you're going to get the VIP treatment. We're going to get a couple of bikini models to give you a back massage. Walk on your back on stage at the Las Vegas. They will have bikinis, but they will walk on
Regina,
your back.
You and I are in charge of putting the event together because I don't want to be trashy and like strippers everywhere. Okay.
There won't be. They'll just be
no.
little
Me and
tiny
Regina are in charge.
4'10" Thai girls just to walk on Dave's back and get all the kinks out.
Absolutely not.
Okay, Dave, let me know. Dave, you let me know if that's what you want, and I'll arrange it. All right. If not, we don't have to do that. All right. Howdy, all. Jen is looking marvelous today. Is Dave's message. Thank you, Dave. Again, people like Dave and I know Catalina contributed recently, and other people like that. We really do appreciate you guys. Thank you. Joe Evans, wonderful guy. Thank you. All right, Frederica, again, $5 Rumble rant. Hi, Jen. When I was little and in Zimbabwe at night, when I tried to sleep, I often had really tall black figures watching over me, sitting and standing. Who were they, or did I imagine it because I never saw a face? Zimbabwe's got a famous UFO.
Those are what you call infestation in the home. Shadow figures, and especially it's a bad. So if you got little, if it has what appears to be like a top hat on, that guy is another level. Either I don't know how to explain it, either the higher level or lower level, and he'll control all the minions. Okay, so that's you had an infestation going on in the home. Yeah,
he's a higher level of evil, which makes him a lower level of spiritual being. Is how you could look at it. Elizabeth, $5 Rumble rant. Thanks, Elizabeth. Question. Hi, Elizabeth. After the RV and the whole white hat finale is over, will I finally have a better relationship with my dad, Bill, and my sister, Katie? Will they see me in a better way? You know what? I've often found that when you're proven right,
they will.
It actually pisses them off.
They're going to be real nice all of a sudden.
Yeah. When you got money, they're going to be real nice.
Yeah.
So
yes, they will.
They will be nicer. Okay. Super Dave again. Barb with a $20 Rumble rant. Thank you, Barb. Will I get the house on Rapid Creek Road? Is what Barb would like to know.
Trying to find Barb. All right. Now we got. I think that's
okay. Ron Davidoff is saying, and I did talk to him about going to the bank yesterday. I saw major work in security at the ATM machines at Wells Fargo yesterday. Something was going on at the machines. Rippy Miranda, $10 Rumble rant. I was told that I would be going to Inner Earth at some point. When do you see this happening? Will Rippy Miranda hang out on the Inner Earth?
Okay, this is really something that you want to wish for. There's all kinds of bad stuff going on in these caverns and these deep underground places that I've seen so far. I don't know everything, but
it's not all love and light down there.
You want me to look and see when you're going to go to Inner Earth?
Yeah, that's what she wants to see.
Not seeing it.
Okay, maybe your angels are going to protect you from that, Miranda. Lil Barb, $10 Rumble rant. Hi, Jen. Barbara here. Do my guides see me with my humanitarian ranch at Foothill Road or Fredericksburg Road? Thank you so much. So she's looking. She's going to make a
different Barbara.
Different Barbara, I think. Yeah, $10.
Now, what were the streets?
Foothill Road or Fredericksburg Road will be the location of her
Not
humanitarian.
Fredericksburg.
Okay.
Foothill looks.
Foothill?
Most likely.
Foothill Road. All right. Okay, again, guys, I forgot to put it up, but you gotta remember that. You gotta include your name for Jen. You don't have to, but you really need to include your name. Okay, this isn't a question, so some project doesn't need to do that. Thank you for the $5 a month support. We appreciate that. Let the truth be known. $5 a month supporter. Little Red Castle. Hi, Mike and Jen. Rosemarie here. Jen, can you tell me what's wrong with my daughter, Erin? Is her health okay? She's pulled away from me. Erin, Rosemarie's daughter.
She's okay. She's just like secluding herself from everyone.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I'm gonna take down the CBD Gurus logo so it doesn't cut off half of Jen's head. But still, go to the CBD Gurus. They are wonderful guys. Christina Loeb here, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Will I be going to North Carolina in October? Christina Loeb wants to know that.
He said it's a yes, but I don't know if you've got this scheduled already, but I feel like it's at the end of October and maybe possibly into November. So, but a yes.
Okay. Kathy, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, I've been talking to my friend Ben for about 2 years, and has he been telling me the absolute truth about his situation? Because he's been unable to come to okay, no, he hasn't. Rob Clark, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. How can I help my wife, Nicole Clark, be in a more positive emotional state now?
Well, you can do the dishes.
Do the dishes,
right.
chocolate,
I'm
back
just
rub,
kidding.
back
All
and
right,
neck
what was
rub.
the name? What was his name again?
It's Rob Clark.
All right, let me see.
Give her some little Rob too. They always like her.
She's just too stressed out. Alleviate some of the stress.
Yeah.
You know, anything.
Get her a spa day, Give her some little Rob, she'll love that.
Tell her everything's going to be okay. I mean, I don't know. Just whatever you can do. I mean, I don't know. She's just too stressed out.
Dash Lady, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Deb Mayer here. Jen, my parents have both passed away, but I would like to know if they still come to visit me.
Dad comes more often than Mom. Dad comes in to make sure that you're protected. I get a house cleanse. Marcy Howe.
Get a house cleanse. Okay. Holly, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. My husband and I are talking about opening a dog rescue. What a wonderful thing to do. Do you see us doing this and being successful at it? Something that involves that much love, I don't see how you cannot be successful at it, Holly, but there you go.
I just saw long buildings with stalls in it or kennels in it. Metal buildings. Or like one long building. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Christina, Christina with a K, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Jen, will I get the home or land on South 570 Road after the RV? She's looking for land on South 570.
Can we do less of those? With just, am I getting this house? People in Zillow, am I getting this one? Let's do something a little more substance to it.
The thing is after the RV, you're going to have lots of choices, right?
I'm not getting a hit on that property.
Okay. So
not
probably not
seeing
that
property in your timeline.
Okay, Dash Lady, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hello, Mike and Jen. Deb Mayer here. Deb Mayer. Both of my parents. Oh, we already asked that question. Didn't Deb? Wasn't that Deb that asked that question before?
Oh, both parents and dads coming in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Or, yeah. Okay. Same question. All right. Lucy, $5 a month subscriber, Little Ray Castle. When do you see my daughter Jackie getting a job? Jakki, Jackie.
Late November.
Okay, Laura, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, has a question for Jen. My old cat Bill seems to be feeling poorly. Can you give me any insight as to what's going on with Bill?
Bill, what was the name again?
Bill and
Bill,
Laura, Loura, Laura.
Intestinal parasites.
Intestinal parasites. Get him some ivermectin. They have it at the pet store, or the vet can take care of that for you. Betty, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, will my husband Oliver and I make the trip to Las Vegas on October 15th?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Megan Angus, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hi, happy Wednesday. Jen, I've received suggestions for people in my network to set up a podcast or video cast. Do you see me going through with it?
Yeah, do it. I'll show up.
There you go. She'll be one of your guests. How great would that be? Okay, Carissa, K-Turtle8, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. My kid's school just had a meeting about building a high school. Did Jesus put this in my path to help build the school I envision, or should I work with the school to build my school? I think she's talking post RV when she has shit tons of money. Is that one of her purposes?
I do see donating money to help the schools in your area, but I really think that your focus here is with younger children and parents of younger children, and getting them on board with the natural therapies and a different way of teaching early on. There's a possibility that you think about expanding that later on in years, but I think it's more like donations of some kind, either money or classes or something like that.
Lisa, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, wants to know if she and her husband Daryl are going to move into the house on Elks Park Road.
Yes.
Jackie, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, Jackie. When do you see me having my nerves appointment? Apparently she has some nerve issues need to be looked at.
I mean, well, I'm getting like September, like the late September, but we're right there right now, huh?
Yeah, no kidding. That's like
maybe it's late October. I'm getting the 29th.
No, make it.
So that wouldn't be September. That would be October.
Make it this month.
But you'll find out when you make the appointment, right?
Yeah. AJ Bowden, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, super cute hair day today, Jen. Weather must be perfect for it. Go do something fun with your girls for dinner tonight.
You're psychic. Who said that? Who said that?
AJ Bowden. Annette. I think it's Annette.
That's my Italian big sister adopted. I'm going out to dinner with Uncle Randy and Katie tonight.
Good. Scott wants to know, says he found a house on Sandbar Road. Will this be the one? Scott wants to know. Lori Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Love Trumpy. Smash that like button. Yeah, smash that like button.
Did you ask me that the other day?
Maybe. I don't know.
Scott B?
Scott 1484. Scott. I don't know. Scott.
I think so, but I'm focused in on Scott B. So let's pass on that.
Okay. Joanne, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Joanne Patton says, I'm leaving Tahoe on Friday to go back home. Do you see me back home later Friday and in a good mood?
Back home later Friday in a good mood. Tired, but home. I don't know about your mood.
Okay. Rexy, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Jen, what's it like for you each day? I have witnessed you getting put down, which I'm sure happens often. Do you get a sense or read from people that you encounter each day? Yeah, I mean, being a psychic is draining because you get into their vibe. If their vibe is negative, it can drag you down. So it's hard.
Because I've chosen to be a vehicle for that high vibrational energy, I don't get drained from putting out information or doing the healings. I get drained from talking all day long and it's like taking finals all day long every day. And to tell you the truth, it's very rare that somebody gives me a hard time. I'd say you count on one hand the people in 1 year, because us psychic people have learned to stay within our circle of believers. When you step out of that circle, that's when you get attacked. Okay, but it's very rare that somebody comes along and gives me a hard time.
Yeah. Diane, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, the storm is coming. Will my family be safe and no loss of power? She's just worried about if there's shutdowns and stuff.
Diane?
Diane. In Georgia.
It's going to be loud and rumbly, okay? You're going to want to secure things. The wind is going to mess up the yards. It's going to knock down some trees. But you're okay. Yeah.
You're good. You're okay. Lori Bakemeyer, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, hi, Jen. Cliff is still fighting the dizziness. What do you think is going on with his dizziness?
It's the same thing. He needs to go back in and if rework whatever medication they gave him, whatever therapies. He might need something. So it's a combination of the nasal congestion and blood pressure.
Never tell a woman to calm down, says Mar. I play with fire. I always tell women, calm down. Come on, calm down, sweetie.
Dig your own hole. That's what you do. Dig your own hole.
Dave Bear is having some dizziness, and I told him it sounds like inflammation.
That's his neck.
It's not an infection yet, so I told him to take ibuprofen to calm the inflammation down.
Right, good, but that's his neck because he's always laying around or something. The way he's laying around, either on the couch or in the bed, it's his neck.
So get a neck adjustment. Go get a neck adjustment.
Needs to pop. Yeah, something like that.
Get a neck adjustment, Dave Barra.
Scott.
Hmm?
Scott, you sent me the same thing 3 times. Are you sitting there hitting send? Anyway.
Okay. Okay, Allie Barker, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, Jen, this is Karen. As this RV takes time to come to fruition, will a house I have my heart on, will it still be available when the RV happens? Sorry,
yes.
It's a house question. Yes, it will. Good.
Yes.
So look forward to. Danae says, our dog Bodie has always been a picky eater, but now he's barely touching his food. Can you please look into what might be causing his...
It's a back tooth. Take him in.
Back tooth. Take him in. Okay, Brunson case, Robin, don't really want to talk about that right now. Add coconut to your dog's food. Good for the coat, and they love the taste too. Try some stuff like that. Lorraine G, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. I want to hang out with people of my frequency. About when do you see me working with like-minded folks? Lorraine, when is she going to work with people that are like?
I really see you involved in that 6 to 8 months. It looks like next spring, something like that. Like you're actually doing it. Okay, we need to get over to the YouTube because I've got to leave in, 4 minutes.
Okay. All right. We will do the YouTube chat. Let's go to the pinned questions. A lot of house questions. Jen, do you see me at the Castle Home in Billings? This is Rick.
No.
Carla Marie says, I have Zim. Please let it go now. Yep, I'm ready for it.
Let's do rapid fire.
Hi, Mike and Jen. I love how you two act like brother and sister. Yeah, he's my bratty.
You really do.
Yeah.
Should see it behind the scenes.
The delay will ruin me. Marcy, hang on. Have faith. The cavalry is coming over the hill. Okay. Littlefinger is bringing the cavalry from the Eyrie, and they're going to
get creative.
The Battle of the Bastards is going to be won. I thought bonds were completed. No, they have been in the process of completion. Trump always says during his rallies, when I get back in office, as if it's completed. Is there more behind the scenes that we should, understand about that? See if we can get more personal questions.
Well, do you think he's sure that he's going to get back in office? But that's at a rally. He's assuring the public that I will get there. So next.
Dort says, is my mom's health problems mainly from the C shot, or what is her health problem?
What happened with your mom is they inserted a lot of amount of metals into her. And when you do that, what I've seen and what I'm seeing with her is that it made health problems that would have creeped up in the 90s or later happen earlier. So get her on a heavy metal detox, I guess.
Jen, I believe you are on spot with Grassley. He has talked about being speaker many years ago. We heard him talk some months ago in a cornfield. Yeah. David Wade, Jen, please don't deprive us of seeing you kick his ass. Please videotape it before it happens before Vegas. It's not going to happen.
Oh, he's lucky that I'm not in person, so I would kick his ass.
I'm just going to put Jen in a headlock and noogie her little skull until she's
You'll lose, buddy. You'll lose.
Stop. Yeah, what a great way of saying on a rolling ball of butcher knives. Jen is in a mood today. Okay. Canada, Chris Iverson, the movies too. A lot of just complaining over here. Not any personal questions, Jen. So it's 11:11. Shall we end on that note?
Sure.
Thank you guys all for being here. Jen and I will be back on Monday unless there is a reason to be back sooner than that, which we all keep our fingers crossed and hope for. We love you. We appreciate each and every one of you. I don't know about Whiskey and Wisdom tonight. There's a lot of conflict and strife. Last Wednesday, we'll see if Mark invites me. I don't know. We'll see. If he does, I'll see you then.
Well, I'll try to stay out of the chat so that everything's okay.
Yeah, so that you don't get in trouble.
Show up and say hi. And
you're such a troublemaker, showing up and saying hi. And
how dare you show up and try to communicate with the community that you work hard to support?
Yeah.
Geez.
Yeah. Oh, we got another one real quick. Okay. Gina Skinner. Jen, my cat Atlas broke his jaw and isn't eating that well, and I have to force feed him. Anything more or else that I can do?
Broke his jaw. Well, I hope you took him in. You're just gonna have to do that for a while. It looks like I see like metal in there, like little strings or something. So it looks like you took them in to get something done.
Yeah, they wire your jaw.
Yeah, there's wires. So just wait for it to heal.
Okay.
It's gonna have to be some kind of fluid. Yeah.
Lori, can you explain what prosperity packages are on the original markz.com? There is an explanation along with the basic facts of the RV that Mark has up there. It's an excellent reference, and I would not do any better than that. So maybe we'll do a show where I read from some of that to explain to you what the prosperity packages are. But they're basically gifts to churches and humanitarians that are going to be doing wonderful work for the human race.
So he's got okay, Gina. Yeah, he's been at the vet. Okay, he's got the wires. That's what I saw was the wires.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and she said, no, Jen, please. Oh, I'm going out to dinner. I'm not going to go into Mark's chat and
cause trouble
because you're such again every time. God.
All right.
Discrimination.
We love you guys. CBD Gurus, MikeBarapets.com, Ledger Nano Wallet, Miles Franklin for gold and silver if anybody's got any money, and Impact Health. I think I have the Impact Health link in there. Yeah, Impact Health sharing. If you need health insurance that's less expensive than what you're paying now, or if you need it for your excuse me, for your company if you're an employer. Link in the description, link in the chat.